the 8.4, so I am up a little bit. I'm not totally shocked for some reason. I was kind of expecting it. I think it's just because it's slightly above target, but I don't think it was just that. I did eat fairly late in the day, and it was quite a large meal, so it's probably a lot of that's still lying on me. Oh, good. Oh, woke up bloody late this morning as well. I forgot to set my alarm. Not late enough that I'm going to be late for work, but just that can't do any of my weights and things this morning, so it's going to be a lunchtime job. But hey, let's keep going. Happy Monday, everyone. The benefits of batch cooking and like pre-preparing the food. Got about 12 meals in this fridge at the moment. Got the lasagnas here, got the rice for the curries themselves are behind. And behind that I should have the soups as well that I'm having. Yes, okay. Just to give you an idea, and like just about every shelf has got a load of stuff on it. So for lunch right now, I'm gonna have this bacon, vegetable and pea soup. Hey, so still on my lunch. Did the last of my weights now, because despite the fact I couldn't do them before work, there was a big technical issue company-wide this morning, so couldn't actually get on to do any work for like the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes, so while we're waiting for that to resolve, I just did my weights, so finished them off on lunch. I'm currently on my bike, doing my 20 minutes of cardio, so that'll be out the way before lunch ends, and just waiting for my soup to cool. So, yeah, one of my goals this week is to not make as long a video, so rather than go through like all exercises and things in like huge detail, I'm just going to do these little sporadic updates and then do a little roundup at the end, so next time I speak to you will probably be tonight, but we'll see. Yeah, well, I've been doing my stuff on my lunch. I've also had the chicken thighs in the oven. This is for later tonight and later tomorrow, so just trying to be time efficient. If my partner decides to steal one, they're in for a nasty shock because I've covered them in hot sauce. So, I'm doing my steps. It's I think it's just after 9 at night. Just got a few more thousand to do, but while I'm doing this, I'm editing the video, the first week video, because it is still Monday, obviously, and I'm going to try and get this posted tonight. The video is way longer than I thought it was going to be. The coming week's videos won't be. It's just took a while. I've been doing editing every single day. Let's see. Yeah, I'm currently on 9,200 steps, so a little over 5,000 left to go. I've done, let me just bring it up. I've done all my other exercise today, my weights. The only exception is my rehab physio, so I'll be doing that, well, as soon as these steps are done, then I'm going to get some shower. Alright, training on Monday, week 2 is done. Everything's fine. In fact, I will be going to bed very soon. I need to feed my pet giant African land snail, but other than that, there's probably a few other chores that I need to do, but it's probably going to have to be tomorrow because it's just getting a bit late. I have spent a good chunk of the day after work editing the week 1 video, which is obviously going to be on YouTube by now because this is the week 2 video. It's like, yeah. But I noticed a few things, funny enough, when I was editing that is, main thing was the state of my kitchen. You don't get to see too much of it. But I noticed there's a couple of bits where I've just prepared food and it looks madly messy on the benches. There's like crumbs and it's mostly because I've literally just finished preparing food and I haven't like gotten around to cleaning on the benches or anything. So that's just really poor presentation on my end. And
There's one or two bits where you can see like the dishes piled in the background because I hadn't gotten around them yet. I know this is just a minor thing, and it's kind of the same with most people's houses probably, but yeah, perhaps I'm not putting my best foot forward in terms of presentation, but yeah. God, long video, 40 odd minutes I think it is. Yeah, let's talk about food. My food's actually changed a bit today. I did have a solid plan, but as usual, I've deviated slightly from it. Added some things, took other things away. I had too many cookies again. I know they're skinny cookies and they're quite like light for cookies, but yeah, it's a habit I need to kick. But anyway, sausage sandwich for breakfast, pasta bake. Had my skinny whip before my soup this time, just because I was kind of peckish. Had my soup. I had a buttered thin, and I put some of the chicken thigh I prepared for later in it, just to have sort of a chicken sandwich. Then I had 2 cookies. Then I had the rest of the chicken thigh. I've also had the second last portion of vegetable curry for the night. After that, I had a protein shake. Now, I did use milk for this one, but it was a little lighter because we were using skimmed milk instead of the usual semi-skimmed which we get. So, honestly, I might start getting skimmed milk because it is about like 2/3 of the regular, which is like a minor difference, but when I'm adding things up, it does actually have an effect. I've had another cookie at some point, and let's say about, again, it's a rough guesstimate, say about 20 calories of milk for my hot drinks I've had throughout the days. Something else I have had, which I really need to consider when I'm having them, is Werther Originals butter candies, because they're quite small, but I had about 4 of them, which probably comes to around about 100 calories, I think, when I've done a previous estimation of what's in a Werther's. I could be wrong there, but rather overestimate than under. Yeah, oh, speaking about things I wasn't keeping on top on, I also realised when I was editing last week's video, there was one day in the weekend where I had like a double-sized portion of pasta bake. I forgot to note it on the video, but I do remember that I have it, and I can't remember which day I had it, but I guess it's all done now. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I just wanted the camera and you guys to know, just to hold myself accountable there. But, yeah, not much else to say. See how the scales are tomorrow. I have eaten a little bit earlier the day than last night, so hopefully I won't have as much lying on my stomach, but we'll see. It is climb day again tomorrow, so the plan is to get up early and get those awful bodyweight exercises done. Well, I got nothing else to say right now because I've spent a lot of this day on the previous week's videos, and yeah, let's just go into Tuesday. So 88.3 is pretty much the same as what it was yesterday. Don't know if it's gonna make like too much of a difference, and I know like weight doesn't necessarily like shift that quickly, but since I have been going like slightly over my 2,000 calorie target anyway, I might just lower the threshold to 19,000. Yeah, just see what that's like. I mean, I've had a previous target of about like 18, and I think that was during the time I was actually losing quite a bit. So let's see what we do for 19 this week. Make that the threshold. Hey, just on my lunch break, I've done all the pull-ups, chin-ups, core work, sit-ups, done my push-ups and my squats. So that's pretty much most of the stuff done today. Currently on the exercise bike, checking some stuff out on the computer. Today we still have the fingers to do. Cardio, which I'm doing now, will be done by the end of lunch. That's just my physio rehab and steps, so hey, mostly done. Oh, I put way too much hot sauce in my soup today. I'm a little flustered. See how it goes. It's between midnight and 1 a.m. again, so just thought I'd round off the end of Tuesdays. I did all my exercises except one. That was my rehab physiotherapy. I could do it now. It might take about 10 minutes, but really do need to get bed. I'm very, very tired, and to be honest, missing 1 day of this physio shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'll, just obviously get it done in the morning. But let's quickly go over food. So, as I may have mentioned earlier, I've actually forgotten because I'm so fucking tired. I've decided to lower the calorie limit a bit. So, it's now going to be between 1,800 and 1,900 calories rather than 2,000. I know that's not like a huge difference, but what I was eating kept going a little bit over, which, it can happen sometimes, but I figured I was just giving myself a bit too much leeway, so I'm going to just lower it a little bit, and if I go like very slightly over 1,900, fair enough. Today though, that hasn't quite happened, so today I've had a sausage sandwich, 350 calories, pasta bake, 170, soup, 210, skinny whip, around 100. I had a brioche bun with butter, with a little bit of chicken in it, approximately 200. I had my curry, which was 390. I had the rest of the chicken thigh, which I used like a little bit into the brioche bun. So, yeah, approximately 250-ish, a little less to be honest. I had that with a little packet of spicy mayonnaise, which came from sushi my partner was having, but they don't like that spicy mayonnaise. I think it's wasabi mayonnaise, so I had that. No idea what's in that, so I just said, I don't know, 80. So let's just say 80. I had it's like a diet lemonade drink while I was out, because we actually went to the supermarket quite late because it's open till, well, late. So to be honest, we haven't even been that long back from there. So I had some of that while I was out because I didn't bring a drink with me. So that was about 20. That was actually 28 calories. So, and considering it was a litre bottle as well, that's not bad at all. And let's just say I had 20 calories worth of milk again, just super approximate. So, judging by my count, what I've had today is about 18,048. So, definitely lower. And I tell you what, I do feel bloody hungry. Obviously, I'm not going to eat anything because it's, kind of on target, and it's also just way too late to eat. I'm not being super strict about this, but as well as the calorie counting, I'm also roughly adhering to an intermittent fasting thing, so I try and get all my eating done by 7 o'clock. Yeah, if I go slightly over, that's fair enough, and I might have the protein shake a little bit after 7 if I'm having a protein shake. So, but other than that, I'm not eating anything solid after 7 if possible. So, and I am really, really feeling it now. But it's too late, so if anything else, I'm gonna go to bed in a few minutes just dreaming of breakfast. Well, I'll see you then.
87.8, I'm pretty good with that. It is weights day, which I'm also pretty good with. And hey, it's lasagna day as well. Made that stuff on Sunday yet. Today's the first day I'll try a proportion, so looking forward to that.
Yo, so it's just a little bit after a little bit after 5 in the afternoon. I'm gonna regret the decision I've just made, but I don't know what it is today. I'm just feeling especially hungry and peckish and just really craving food. So I'm gonna have what's left of today's portion of lasagna now, super early, and then I'm not gonna eat anything else until
what, 14 hours time when I actually get up and have breakfast. I mean, it's probably not going to do my body any damage, but oh god. Ideally, I should probably be weighing at least an hour or two to eat, but I'm just really craving today. Anyway, let's just blast out these calories now. So, sausage sandwich 350, pasta bake 170, soup 210. I had these little cheese stuffed pepper things from a supermarket clearance. Those were 283. Had that instead of my oats. My oats seem to get replaced quite regularly when I shake things up a bit. Skinny Whip bar 100. I had a yogurt which I also got in clearance for 85, which isn't bad for a yogurt. Got the lasagna there, which I'll be having, which is 470. I have also had some ham, which let's just say was around 80 calories. I've had a Cadbury's dark milk, which was 160. To say 20 calories for the milk I use in my hot drinks. And I've had 2 Werther's Originals, which I might have to recalculate, but I think they're probably going to come with about 50 calories. So, assuming I don't have anything else today after this lasagna, despite the fact I am almost certainly going to be quite hungry this evening, it's going to be calories of around 1978. So, I'm above my 1900 target, but I think it's probably like the peppers that kind of done me in, and of course the chocolate bar which I had for some stupid reason. But I don't know, just really craving food today, and I've been craving that lasagna since I made it on Sunday. So gonna go and eat that. I've done all my exercise besides steps, so once I've eaten that, I'll start on the steps, and that'll be it. I'll see you this evening. So I did have one more indulgence. It was a slice of ham, so I'll say if I'm being like just sort of super strict or super critical while I'm eating, it's still going to be like, what, 1980 calories, so yeah, beyond that slice, I've done fine. Haven't indulged really more than I was going to. I have had some carbonated drinks, but like 0-calorie carbonated drinks, just to sort of help fill me up a bit, because yeah, my estimation earlier was right. I have been quite hungry and really wanting to eat, and probably shouldn't have given into those urges earlier in the day to just like eat a lot earlier instead of like spacing it out a bit more. Don't know why I did that. Just a funny mood maybe. I don't know, work stress, comfort eating, whatever. But yeah, I have not done too bad today. Got my steps done like with literally seconds to spare, like to hit my 15,000 step target. It was within like, it was like 11:59 at night when I did it, so yeah, only just managed it, but yeah, not too bad. Oh, I am very, very tired. No, I've got tomorrow, Thursday, off for a change. So it'll be nice to relax a little bit. It's rest day anyway, so I'll be doing like, some cardio, some extra steps, and some physio, but that's about it. I'm probably going to stick to more or less the same food plan, give or take a few items. Good night. So, 87.7, it's very slightly lower than yesterday, probably borderline inconsequential, but it's not going up, so that's one thing. Despite all my complaints last night while I was tired about being hungry, for some reason when I woke up this morning, the first thing I did wasn't to start food. In fact, I haven't even started on food yet. I know.
There's a weird part where you're kind of hungry or at least really craving food, but then your body just seems to kind of accept it and that just doesn't bother you anymore. But even when you're doing that, you still need to eat. So I'm going to start on breakfast. It's a rest day of the day, so yeah, no body weight or weight exercises. I plan to do some extra steps and a bit of cardio, but that's about it.
It's probably going to be a bit loud. I guess I'm kind of doing... Oh, the sun's right there. I guess I'm kind of doing some steps now. Unfortunately, it's because I'm actually heading to the vets. I managed to do 40 minutes of jogging, which was pretty neat. When I got back, though, there was just too much to do in order to make it to this vet's appointment. Like, I didn't even shower. I was still wearing the stinky clothes I was running in. I just had to, book a taxi to the train station because honestly need to travel to another county to the nearest vet. It's kind of ridiculous. And left the train station about 20 minutes ago, and I'm just heading up to the vets now. So I got a few steps in, but I was carrying a poor sick snake as well. Had more snacks today than I really should have. I'm not sure it's ultimately going to affect my calorie counts. So I also haven't had some certain foods I was originally planning to either, just because of time and things. I brought my lasagna, well, what's left of my lasagna portion with me. I'll be having that for dinner. Out here, cold. Just because if I had home before I left, it would have been way too early in the day, and by the time I'm going to get back home, it's going to be way too late in the day to eat a main meal. So I'm having it in a packed lunch. Well, there's dinner. I've actually been taking little slices of it all day. It's about 10 to 6, so yeah, let's eat this. Okay, so I've had a lot of snacks today, unfortunately, and quite bad of me. We've got the sausage sandwich for breakfast. That's our usual thing. That was 350. After that, I've had 2 cookies. 2 cookies? No, 4 cookies. Jesus. 4 skinny cookies. So that's about 200 calories. I had a bag of Space Raiders, which were in the cupboard, so that was 122. I had 170 calories worth of yogurt, which is pretty nice. I had pasta bake, which was another 170. I've had 2 skinny whips over the course of the day, so that was 200 calories. While I was waiting at the train station, I had another bag of crisps from a vending machine. That was 162. Had my lasagna, of course, so that was 470, which made 1,844 calories. I then decided, because my original plan was to have a protein shake, but then that was just going to be a bit too much. I had a couple of slices of ham. Let's just say 20 calories. It's off the top of my head. It's probably not that though. And yeah, that's it. So 1,864 calories today. And I am still hungry, but it's also coming up to 9:30 at night. I don't want to be eating anything. I don't even want to be having a protein shake this late, to be honest, especially with milk, so... I just need to learn to cope with being, a little bit hungry sometimes. It's kind of just going to be one of the deal breakers. I just need to, eat a bit more sensibly, so the stuff I'm eating is, maybe has less calories in, but might be a bit more filling instead of just lots of little snacks, which are just no good. But yeah, that's the way it goes, I guess. I'm just gonna fill up on water and look forward to breakfast once again. Alright, well, steps wise, I'm currently on 22,000, 22,500, so if I really do want to hit the 30,000 step mark today, I'm going to have to do at least 7,500 more, which I'm going to go for. So I haven't done my physiotherapy rehab yet. I'll do that probably after the steps, just to sort of end the night on that. Cardio, well, I went jogging for 40 minutes today, so that's kind of a kill two birds with one stone deal, where I've done steps and cardio at once. So yeah, just got steps and physio to do, and that's my activities done as well. I think I'm mildly sunburnt. It was really sunny today while I was out, and I have been out for some time, on and off today.
So I didn't end up having any more calories than I said earlier. So all I've had is some bottled water. I finished my steps, so I did 30,000 steps, and that includes 40 minutes of cardio jogging. And I did my physio rehab exercises, which, to be honest, I was probably due, like, badly to do, because I know I missed them the previous day. Yeah, my back has been aching. I don't know if that's like a direct correlation or just like coincidence. I do sometimes just get like a bad back anyway for an obvious reason, but it's part of the reason I'm doing the physio. Enjoy this hot soak for a little bit longer, and then finally get some shut-eye, and then we start again tomorrow, Friday morning.
86.8, down from 87.7. I've took it a few times. It seems right, though seems just really unlikely. There's only one thing I can think of which might explain like such a dramatic drop, if it is like a, not like a mistake or anything on the scales bar, and that's damn. How do I say this in a way that like just isn't completely gross? Maybe kind of a change in the motions of the body, sort of when and what time certain things are expelled from the body seems to be happening right now. Let's just say I think I'm probably a lot emptier this morning than I have been on other mornings, but I'm going to take it. Oh, wow, what else? Oh yeah, so today is supposed to be climb day. There might be a bit of a complication there. I'll see how it goes, but I've woke up this morning with incredibly like tight neck and shoulders, and like uncomfortable, as in if they actually feel like they might be a bit strained. We'll see. I'm going to do stretches and then try out some of the workouts, but we'll see how it goes. Yesterday, earlier in the day, I ended up having to like buy some things. This is before I even went jogging or anything, and while I was in a charity shop, I happened to pick up an old TV for like £20, which you'll see. It's to do with the game recording and some of the other stuff on the YouTube channel. The only thing was, with it being one of like the slightly older models and like not as flat as some of the newer televisions, it was really fucking heavy, so I kind of unexpectedly was like carrying that around, like, in front of me, hugging it on each shoulder. Like I was carrying this heavy thing around for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes while walking, so it could be to do with that. Enough babbling, let's get on, let's see if I can do these workouts.
Oh, right, okay. It's actually lunchtime now. I'm coming up to the end of lunchtime. I'm just finishing off my cardio cycling. So I tried the body weight exercise, like the pull-ups and that, and they were actually fine. I've done them all now. I've done like all the stuff on the power tower. I've done my push-ups, done my squats. I've still got my fingers to do, rehab and steps, but yeah, that's about it. So it actually wasn't as bad as I thought. I suspect if there's going to be like any problems at all with exercise with these sort of stiff neck and shoulders, it's probably going to be tomorrow when I'm doing the weights, things like the shoulder presses and that, but we'll see. I mean, I'm done for now pretty much, just got steps, fingers and stretches. So it's the end of Friday week 2. This is probably a bit premature, I haven't done my physio. I'm going to do that now. Can't remember if I went through this food earlier on, but just in case I didn't, I'll go through it now. So sausage sandwich 350, pasta bake 170, soup 210, skinny whip 100, yogurt 80, lasagna 470, had some ham, roughly estimated 30 calories, had an orange, a small orange, so that was about 60, had another small portion of ham, so let's say 20, then another small portion of ham, let's say 30, had a protein shake with milk, so it was 265, 20 for the milk for the drinks, and then I had 2 Werther's Originals, so that was about 25 each, so total calories then would be about 1,915, so slightly above target. One other thing I did have, it was, probably got some sushi. You know those sushi boxes you can buy from stores which have like a tiny little packet of pickled ginger in it. Partner doesn't like those, so I had that tiny little packet, so not really sure how much that would have been, but I can't imagine it's much, so okay, above my target though of 19,000, but it's almost certainly going to be below 2,000, so yeah, and I'm just going to finish up the night doing some physiotherapy stretching and head to bed and then start in the morning.
86.6. I'm up a bit later than usual. I mean, not by a massive amount, but it's Saturday, so I didn't see the need to rush out of bed. But I'm up now, I've weighed. I'm going to have some breakfast in a minute, which is going to be poached egg on toast, because that's my kind of weekend treat meal. And I'm going to do the weights.
So one of the things I did forget to do yesterday was all my finger exercises. I did 200 when really I should have done like 400 in total on each hand. So I've done a little bit of extra of that today. It is, let me just check the time, it's 12:45. So just after midday. I've done all the weights. I've done extra finger exercises to make up for yesterday. I have done my rehab physio, I just haven't ticked it off yet, and I'm currently doing my cardio on the exercise bike as well. God, it's so pale there. It looks like there's something hanging out my nose, it's just my fulcrum's just really pale. But yeah, I've pretty much done everything except the cardio, which I'm doing now, and then got the 15,000 steps, and I have to go to a few shops today, so if I just go there by foot, there and back, that should absolutely cover my 1,500, so pretty much done. Food's going to be another thing, mind. This morning I've had the poached eggs on toast that I like so much. I have admittedly had a couple of cookies and a couple of Werther's Originals. So my calorie count at the moment is sitting at about 576, which isn't bad, depending on what I end up eating a little bit later. Now, tonight's food's another thing. We usually have our cheat meal on Fridays, but with my partner's work schedule, I decided today is going to be a better thing. So the idea is to have a cheat meal tonight, either just something I buy from the supermarket, or you know, maybe even get like a local takeout. I don't know if this is bad or not, but I'm kind of so pleased with the progress I've made in the last 2 weeks. I kind of don't want to treat myself. I know you really shouldn't get like obsessed with the number on the scales, like when you're going for fitness, because it's not always like a good indicator, and weight does fluctuate a little bit. But I don't know. I just know looking at the scales tomorrow and being like higher than I was today is just going to be kind of disappointing for me. But At the same time, I do crave these things, so I think having it like at least a meal, just to sort of indulge a little bit, might be at least good, like mentally or spiritually, I suppose. So I don't feel like completely run down all the time. So I haven't decided yet. I think if we do end up getting takeout, it's probably going to be pizza, and what I will likely do is I'm just going to get less for myself, like maybe a small pizza or like half a pizza. So I'm back in the house. I have done my steps target for the day, but I kind of want to talk about something a bit more like personal and something I do feel like slightly uncomfortable talking about, and that's part of my really unhealthy relationship with food. I kind of have these bouts where I really binge eat, like huge amounts of food, usually always like junk, like savory of some kind, like, you know, crisps. I'm especially bad for crisps, just eating like huge amounts of those, and like other snack foods. And often it would get to the point where I'd have so much of it, I'd actually be like physically sick. Like I'd vomit, if you don't mind me going into all this gross detail. And I'm not 100% sure why that is. I had, when I was younger, like, there was some issues in my stomach, and I don't know if I have just a weak stomach, or maybe it's just the sheer amounts of food I'm eating. I mean, I don't know, and I don't even know why I eat that much. Maybe it's just a psychological thing, like an addiction. No idea. I've been keeping to the plans, and like all the food that I've had out so far, like that I've talked about. Today, though, I have been a bit off the wagon, if that's an appropriate term. Probably not. Knowing that we are ordering in pizza later when my partner finishes work, while I've been out shopping, I've just really kind of given into those urges again to just eat absolute shite. Like, I got a packet of like discounted like pork and egg, like slices. Got like a large packet of like jalapeno cheese flavored crisps. Can't remember if it was Walker's or something. And yeah, I had some of the ham, I had some of the pork, just while walking around, not really paying any attention, because, you know, the stupid part of my brain's going, well, you're indulging tonight, so you may as well just go all out in and just start again tomorrow. That kind of bullshit, like people tell themselves all the time, whether or not it's like, with me it's food, with other people it might be drinking or other shitty habits. It's like, oh, we're just gonna, oh, we can start again tomorrow. Oh, we've already failed slightly, let's just keep going. Anyway, I'm getting a bit more wound up than I thought I was going to be with myself. Anyway, so I've had that. Didn't finish everything I had. I had a couple of cans of soda as well. And once again, I've ended up throwing up, so I don't even know how much of what I ate just there is even in my stomach anymore. Felt shit about it, as you do, because you always feel shit about it. And then it kind of occurred to me while, you know, I was pulling myself back together. I haven't done this in weeks. I haven't ate garbage like this. Like even last week when we went for Mexican food, like it wasn't like this, you know. Yeah, sure, I was full, but I was fine after. But in terms of like just eating huge amounts of junk food, I haven't done that in weeks. And consequently, I haven't actually thrown up in weeks either until just now. And I think, barring today's failures, I think that probably means I'm doing something right, to be honest. As you know, weight loss is an obvious thing. Obviously, my scales are probably going to be up tomorrow. Well, almost certainly going to be up tomorrow, but just that like habit itself of not overindulging and not feeling sick or even being sick on occasion, that's not happened to me in weeks, since probably just before I started this challenge, where I've actually have been recording myself, and it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, it's like, in a way, I feel like it's because I actually have been doing well, and I have been doing right, and I didn't realize how kind of fucked up it was as much before until like just now, where I have indulged, I have just totally gave in and gorged myself, and I feel absolutely terrible about it. And even when I was eating, like the crisps, for example, before I stopped eating those, I was like, I'm getting so little satisfaction out of this, even though I had the impulse, even though I had the desire to eat. In the process of like eating them, just shove them into my fucking maw, it was like, I'm not enjoying this, and I don't want to do this. And now that I have emptied a bit, so to say, I don't kind of ever want to give into those impulses again. And it's not even just feeling bad about eating so much I was sick. It's like the satisfaction like I was expecting to get from it is just not there anymore. And I don't want to go back. I honestly, I don't want to go back, because I think that some of the binging activities and just giving up and gorging myself on the junk that's there, I think that's just been part of the problem of why I became so unhealthy for so many years. And yeah, it's like this little failing today just kind of put a lot of it into perspective. Now, I'm not, here's where I may cop out a little bit. I'm not actually going to be finished eating today, because my partner doesn't get back from work until later on. And we will be ordering food as like our meal. So it's also just kind of one of our things to like have pizza or get a takeout like once a week. It's like a little cheat meal. So I'm still going to do that. How much of it I'm going to eat is going to be debatable, but we'll see. Like, I've still got time to get a little bit hungry and maybe have a little bit of something, but I don't even know if I'm going to be doing that, to be honest, after the day, because sure, I think we should have pizza and that, but like one thing we were doing more recently, and I think I kind of want to continue rather than order in now, is just, you know, get like supermarket pizza, like frozen pizza. That way I can, you know, just carefully measure out exactly what I'm eating and like the nutrition and the calorie content and stuff, and then make sure I don't like over order and overindulge. So I think that's what I'm going to do after the night. You know, on Friday or Saturday next week, I'm just going to, you know, just order in. Well, no, opposite of that. Buy some pizza at the supermarket, and yeah, I don't want to go back, you know. And I've went a little back today and suffered a little bit for it. I'll most likely suffer for it in the morning when I see the scales, but that one, you know, as long as I keep up the habits, with the exception of this little tripping, I should be fine. Yeah, just, I don't want to go back again, so gonna have this takeout tonight. I'm just gonna not worry about it too much. I've already done something which I wasn't necessarily planning on doing, but I feel like I kind of have to hold myself accountable, as I said right at the beginning of this, and that's get this on camera and let you all know. And this has been very, very rambly, but I feel like I need to say it. It just needs to be on the record, and hell, if nothing else, if I do feel like, if, you know, next week or in the next few weeks I get that little impulse to just, you know, just let go this once, just, fuck, I've got this video now, maybe I should just get myself to watch it again. But yeah, exercise is all done for the day. To be honest, besides these little bits of food here, the count's kind of out the window because I don't really know exactly what the content of the food later is going to be, and I said some of the shit that I've eaten I've also thrown up, so I don't even know how much of it's in my body right now, but for the sake of argument, I'll like list what I'm eating over here again, but you know, unless something else happens, like I don't know, end up going for like any other exercise or any other food. It's just gonna be probably that pizza garlic bread. Maybe share a few fries, and that's gonna be it for the rest of the night. So unless something else comes up, which I feel like recording, this is gonna be Saturday's vlog, and I don't want to sound like I'm ending Saturday on a bit of a downer, because yeah, sure, I fucked up, but at the same time, it also feels like a bit like a clarifying reality check, and that's why I'm posting it on YouTube. That's why I'm recording this in my staircase. So yeah, Saturday's gone. We'll just see whatever the weight is tomorrow morning, and then we'll pick up from there and eat well like we've been doing otherwise, and keep up our activity, and we're gonna smash this thing. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. 87.5. Well, onwards and upwards, or onwards and getting it down. Hey, so it's about coming up to 2 p.m. I've done all my exercise apart from the cardio that I'm doing now, and then just the steps, like all the bodyweight stuff's done. In terms of food, significantly better than yesterday, which I was kind of, planning on doing, because no, I'm not going to talk about yesterday beyond that video unless it comes up in conversation again. It is really hot in the UK, at least in my corner of the UK today. I have been doing all my exercise in my boxers, so rather like the recording I made in the bathtub on Thursday. You're not going to see anything you don't want to see, so don't worry. And yeah, so about 20 minutes of this cycling to do. I've done my physio. Yeah, it's just steps. Me and my partner are actually going to head out, go to like a local shop and go for a bit of a walk for a bit, so that'll probably take up at least half the steps, and then whatever's left, probably just go for another walk, As much as I can get a lot of my steps done if I'm like kind of jogging on the spot inside, it's also kind of nice just to be out walking around, and do you know what, even when it's a bit cool, I might even like jog the last lot of steps, because just started that again in the past week, and I do really enjoy jogging. It's I should do it more. Sometimes I just get issues with like, strain and shin splints if I'm like not careful. But I was fine after my jogging on Thursday, so who knows, maybe I'll do a little bit more later. But so, some of next week's meals. And this chicken and mushroom risotto with way more proportion of chicken and mushroom than the actual rice. But hey, cuts down on carbs and adds some protein at least. Alright, so this is tonight's dinner. Basic sort of like mini chicken and vegetable meal. Alright, done. It is 10 o'clock exactly, and I have done all the exercises, and I'm pretty much done with the food as well. I'll quickly go over what we've had today. There's quite a few snacks, but I'm not going to do anything about it now. So we had poached egg on toast ×2, 426 calories. I had a little bit of cheese, this spicy cheddar, which is absolutely delicious, 60 calories. Had a skinny whip, 100 calories. Oh, I had 100 calories worth of Werther's Originals, so that was about 4 of them. I had a small chicken salad with sweet corn. That was 155. I had another Skinny Whip, 100 calories. Then while we were out shopping and I was getting steps, I had a Slim Fast mini chocolate bar, which was 100 calories, and some Slim Fast cheesy bake things, which were another 100 calories. Then I had my dinner, which I'd shown, which was 435, so not bad at all. And then I finished off with a protein shake with 200 mils of skimmed milk, so that was 175. So unless my math is way off, which it could be, it was about 1,750. 1,700 and let's say 71. No, 1,761, including the milk for the hot drinks. So a little bit under my 18 to 1900 target, but it's 10 o'clock now, just after. I'm not going to have anything else at this time. That'll do, and I suppose we are making up for yesterday, so. Thoughts about week 2? Just continued on, really. Continue to drop the weight, continue to do the exercise every day. Obviously, the only major slip up was yesterday, so when I had that bit of a binge and felt really sick from it. But that was reflected in my weight gain this morning. But it's another day, and it's another week coming. So I'm feeling pretty good about this challenge so far. I'll do at least 2 more weeks. I don't know if I'll keep it going on after that. I suppose it depends partly if you guys are interested, or if it seems like keeping this on camera really is helping, Well, I'll see you all for next week's roundup. Good night.